And carrying on for one more mission. So, on our last update, we had 2 snipers and a heavy get out of a pretty tricky situation with a bunch of alloys that we can use to do lots of terrible, nasty things, including build more carapace armor for our troops and start working on plasma research, which is going to last 9 days. If I can go the whole 9 days without actually having to build a beam weapon, I'm going to be a happy camper. Foundry now has the scope upgrade, which means that I have a huge increase to the chance of critical shots while wearing a scope. This is going to be very helpful for my snipers and anyone else who gets a scope, obviously.
Satellite uplink complete.
I now have a second satellite uplink.
Contact detected.
My new troops aren't due to arrive at XCOM HQ for another 3 days.
Contact detected.
And a UFO has landed in the United States. Terror there is pretty low. Our satellite's not down. A large scout would be fairly heavy inclusion. How many soldiers do we have wounded? Almost all of them. Both our snipers are down, so we can't take that mission. We actually have to ignore it. So yeah.
We haven't scrambled our fighters to intercept the latest UFO contact. Let's hope it doesn't do any serious damage.
Okay. Aliens are terrorizing Cologne. Are both of my soldiers still down? Sergeant Patrick Williams is still wounded for 1 more day. We need at least him to be able to finish this mission. Okay. He's up, so... Oh. We can't lose Germany. We've got a satellite there already, and we don't want it to withdraw from the project. So... I can expect to see a lot of things. Things that I would be more than happy to deal with if I had characters with real weapons. Okay, let's visit the Grey Market. Sell some floater corpses and some muton corpses. Oh, I mean, we also have damaged UFO power source, that's worth money. And build by an additional carapace armor. Just gonna cost us some alloys. The laser assault rifle, the laser sniper rifle. The laser sniper rifle is definitely going to be on order. And how many laser rifles do we want? How many alloys do we have? We have enough for 2 laser rifles. 40 alloys total. That'll leave us a little bit to buy some plasma weapons later. A laser pistol is 6 alloys, but no, not worth it. Alright, let's launch this thing. Laser sniper rifle is go. Carapace armor is go. I think I'm just going to want all the frag grenades I can carry. And there is absolutely no reason that I would want a arc thrower on this mission, so how about that heavy? He does have that, so that'll be useful. Rookie. Let's give one of them the alien grenade that we got off that muton. And and the rest of them will just have to live with it. Off we go to Cologne.
Touching down.
Our target site is near the German border. We've gotten reports of alien activity taking place in a densely populated urban center. We should move to secure the area and minimize further civilian casualties.
Operation Silent Grave. Man. These are just, these are not good mission names. Who's in charge of the mission names, and, why is he in charge of them? Can I have another Operation Forgotten Pipe? I'd prefer that.
Locked and loaded, awaiting drop orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your fire out there. We have civilians on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
Alright, taking that. Fortunately, did not trigger any aliens, so... I can hear a lot of things exploding in the background. And I want all my rooks out front. Oh, don't trigger anything, Rook. Okay. Okay, we definitely heard something over there, and it was definitely a cyber disk. That doesn't especially surprise us, so I'll go ahead and continue. I need my heavy in the best possible position to fire on that cyber disk, which is right there. I'm on Overwatch. Rook, why don't you go over there? Alright, glad you didn't see anything. Go there.
You're clear. Move out.
Okay, so we cleared that civilian. From here on out, I'm not sure we want to do anything that could possibly antagonize. Let's get at least one guy here. One here. And one more here. We're not too worried about saving civilians at this point. We just need to make sure that nothing kills us. That wasn't ominous.
I don't think we're alone out here.
I don't think we're alone out here either. Okay. So, let's take a good look in. Looks like we're still alive. Go ahead and put you on Overwatch. Same with that heavy. You, sir. We need to actually get to the high cover by those tanks. For that I'll actually want one here as well, so that I can spread to the sides. As for you... looks like you're gonna have to dash. Go ahead and get into the cover. And put our laser sniper rifle on Overwatch.
I'll get 'em next time.
Okay, we definitely have chrysalids running around. So that's not good. And there's our cyber disk.
To get their hands on that thing. We can't get a read on that thing. Its movements are so inconsistent.
Okay. Well, there's an obvious choice here. This is the first thing we're going to do. I'm really sad that's only a 61% chance. But I did hit it, so that's good. I didn't see that, Of course not.
Adjusting aim.
Okay, so we have a grenade that does 5 damage and a rocket launcher that does 6. Between the two of them, that's not enough to take it down, so we're going to have to definitely get what we need out of this thing soon. This guy doesn't have cover, so we'll go ahead and move him into some. Take our crappy shots at that cyber disc.
No way that just happened.
Not only are we in trouble, but we're clustered up. Okay, gonna take a close range shot. Hopefully that will distract the guy. I did piss him off a little bit. Hey everybody. So one of my recordings did not, it recorded incorrectly, and when I was compressing it, it compressed into a 77 gigabyte file, which meant that while I was recording the Terror mission, it ran out of space and stopped recording at 10 minutes. So unfortunately I don't have the rest of that Terror mission for you. I am going to go through what happened while I go through the after action report, or while I go through all of the after action. So I think we got as far as the cyber disc that came around the tank. There was a second cyber disc. It was in roughly the same area, or at least it patrolled up around the tank after I ended up finishing off the first cyber disc. I was able to take care of both of them on my own with those 6 troops. My damage was a little low, so the cyber disc did kill one of my rookies, and he will be missed.
We're in desperate need of additional troops. If we don't start recruiting new soldiers through the barracks soon, we're not going to win this fight.
In addition to the 2 cyber discs, there were also no less than 9 chrysalids, and 3 of those chrysalids, or there were also 3 zombies that spawned from the chrysalids, taking out all of the civilians. However, they kind of filtered in and out. The chrysalids did a lot of sort of weird, dodgy scouting type stuff, where they'd show up, they'd see me, they'd run back off. They were always trying to get close enough to get the kill in, but I pretty much stayed in that same stationary location for the entire fight. Had most of my troops on Overwatch. The chrysalids got close a couple of times, but every time I had enough people with ammo in their guns to kill them. So keeping the guns reloaded and everything did me a lot of good. So yeah, I killed 18 different creatures that game. 4 drones, 2 cyber discs, and 9 chrysalids with 3 zombies. So, feeling pretty good about that. Saved only 6 civilians, but should be about the turning point in the war. Okay. So, in addition, we're going to be able to perform autopsies on all of these things that we just killed, including the chrysalid.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
Which should give me access to chitin plating, which is a better form of body armor, or rather of the nanofiber vest. It also reduces melee damage, but if anything gets close enough to do melee damage to you, it's going to kill you. That's just going to happen. I think only ever seen a chrysalid unsuccessfully attack a soldier once. I think he was wearing the chrysalid armor though, so alright.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the cyber disc, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
Cybers do have a clear pattern of behavior. They can shoot your face in, they have grenades, and they have a thing called Death Blossom, which is a melee attack that spreads around them. Finally, the drones.
This unit appears to be a drone, which is similar to the military drones we are familiar with. This particular example seems to have the ability to repair damaged equipment. Dr. Shen and I believe it should be possible to capture and repurpose these for our own use in the field.
So we now have a drone capture project available in the Foundry, which will allow us to use the arc throwers to essentially start firing We can use the arc throwers to capture drones in the field. I don't believe that I can take them back with me or anything. It's just a thing that I can do. Yeah, drone capture. Requires weapon fragments and more drone wrecks. Would allow, obviously, a slight advantage if I could use the arc thrower to capture a drone. It'd be nice if I could improve the arc thrower itself. It's only got 2 shots, so... So, our overall objectives for the next missions. We're going to get those plasma weapons online in 3 days. So, we have 34 alloys. That should allow us to actually create a couple of those plasma rifles. And start getting into serious plasma equipment, which should give us a huge edge. Getting to plasma equipment is probably one of the biggest hops in the game in terms of technology, because the damage that those things deal is pretty excellent. Also, those assaults are going to actually start coming in handy, because they can equip rifles in addition to shotguns, so they can go ahead and equip those plasma rifles and start doing a lot of more interesting and variable work. Sergeant Jack Hill is now updated to prototype. He has Bullet Swarm. Our sniper, Deadbolt, just got a new ability, I believe, Low Profile, which allows half cover to be treated as full. We have a new support and a new assault, both of which were wounded in that particular encounter. So, Pharaoh is still alive, and our new squaddie, Jin Yang, is going to be covering him this game. We still don't have a lot of money right now, so we should probably start looking at selling some of these corpses. Crystalline corpses might actually be important. Let's sell the mutant corpses are going to be used for something. The Thin Man corpses we need 6 of. Cyberdisc Rex we obviously want. Alright, I'm willing to sell 20 worth of these to go ahead and hire. We're going to try and get ourselves a new shiv. Oh, we currently have one. So, alright, that should work fine. Our 1 shiv, plus I believe we have new troops coming in.
We've suffered a number of casualties and haven't found suitable
And new
replacements
troops
yet.
on the
We need
mend.
to start
So
hiring
as long as I don't get
additional soldiers
another
for the
mission in
barracks.
the next 3 days, everything should be good. Okay. I think it's probably time to build this access lift. Maintenance on the facility is $10 every month, but we have enough money for it, and it's time to start expanding this base just a little bit more. We're going to want satellite uplinks here, more power generators on the sides. I don't think we'll get to the Illyrium generator for a while. Probably just going to fill up with power generators. Normally we go heavy workshop, but right now it's not much of a priority. We seem to have enough engineers going on. We aren't earning any money back for the projects that we're completing, but what we have is enough to survive, so we're mostly going to use these areas for new special buildings, for power, and for satellites, of which we only need 1 or 2 more uplinks to have the entire base set. Okay, so, beyond that, one of our troops died in Operation Silent Grave. Lexi Gibson will be missed. Farewell. Was that bagpipes? Did I just hear bagpipes? Rest in peace, Lexi Gibson. Alright. That's it for now. We'll